no Brandon Ingram. Right heel inflammation. So it's R.J. Barrett here in Canada. Bones looking forward to a good one here.
Great to be here with you.
Strus with the handle, hounded by Walter. Mobley nearly stripped. Mobley, hard drive, dump off. Allen with the reverse.
And laid out. How is Jared Allen feeling, and what does that mean for him in his minutes here tonight?
Something to keep an eye on. Toss out to Harden. Harden, pocket pass. Mobley, foul.
Shed, good sign for him, knocking one down early.
Shed, his second year, having some solid moments so far in the postseason for Toronto. Harden couldn't put it in, got it back, and got it. And Harden appreciates that. They just didn't get the guy who retaliated. They got the initial action. Here's Barrett, working on Strus. Step through, dump off, Barnes!
Exceptional timing on the baseline cut, and Jacoby Walter.
Cookies. Walter to Shed, back to Walter. Long rebound secured by Mobley. Cleveland trying to limit those live ball turnovers in this one. Harden got it back from Mobley. Toss up to Allen. Good defense from Toronto. Inside, Barrett the steal. Barrett off to the races. On the drive, put it up and through.
And in transition, that time gets the finish.
Raptors #1 in the NBA during the regular season in fast break points per game. Mitchell, push off, fires, and hits.
Shed, the big push off by Donovan. The step back, and a good sign for Mitchell to be on the board.
Barnes off the mark in Game 6. Mitchell, we talked about this in the open, averaging just under 39 points per contest in Game 6 career. Strus for three, got it.
Tough, just
early 5-point advantage for the Cavaliers. Barrett from downtown. Good. Strus penetrating, dump off to Allen. Allen can't hit it as foul. And so that means Colin Murray-Boyles, who's had a coming out party here
early, and I anticipated in this game, Grady, that maybe Colin Murray-Boyles was going to
free throw line in the series. Missed both free throws there. Barrett attacking Harden. Stops outside to Barnes. Barnes, step back. That's a long two that won't go. And Mobley. CMB has the defensive assignment. Runs right through a Mitchell screen. Mobley downhill, lost it. Pass up ahead to Battle. Quick trigger. Battle!
He has played great in the series. Those 4 3-pointers he had in Game 3, and back home and comfortable behind the 3-point line.
Didn't waste any time. This is Mobley now. Deep in the paint, put it in with the...
Comes right back at it, aggressive to go and score.
Barnes. Pull up Jay from the elbow, pure. Second field goal for Scotty Barnes. Mitchell down the lane, flips it up and in. Nowhere to go. Finally gave it up to Harden. Shadowed by Barrett. Shot clock to 4. Pass over to Merrill beyond the arc. No good.
Making it really tough and playing late in the clock. And those shots, when you come off the bench as a player like Merrill does there, that first shot being under pressure, shot clock winding down, makes it much more difficult.
Allen with the e-deuce. Scored on okay after that hard. Barrett, step back tray, off the heel. All knotted up at 18. Allen, good position, made the catch, and Barrett.
Those early advanced passes where you have two bigs that get into the paint. Kenny Atkinson wants those guys looking for those early.
Lead changes so far in this opening quarter of Game 6. Shed. Over to Barnes, battling inside with Wade. Turnover for Toronto. Strus. Merrill trying to find some daylight, fires, it hits.
toughest shots of his young career in this series. There's another one.
Raptors not giving up anything easy. Walter. Struz fires and hits. All these shots for Cleveland seem like they're tough looks, but they're 9 for 12 so far in the first 8 minutes.
And that was the story of game 1 and 2. How many difficult shots did Cleveland make to get those 2 comfortable wins?
Barnes. And they are in the penalty. Out of Baylor, Jamal Shead, his second year out of Houston. And then you have a rookie in Colin Murray Boyles who has stepped up and provided a boost.
Every series kind of waits until a villain shows up. Usually it's in the early games, but in game 5, Dennis Schroeder accepted the role.
He earned. Coach Kenny Atkinson loves the experience that he provides the Cavaliers, and that showed up late in game 5. Foul inside.
And Toronto's done a really good job adjusting as Brandon Ingram struggled in the series, struggled to find his also in this game. And you got to see Jamal Shead get aggressive. And if those things are happening, to knock down. And so far, they're stepping into them and shooting it confidently.
Cavaliers by 6. Barnes spinning, firing, and hitting.
Well, he's gotten so much better this year, playing in that 10 to 16 foot range and up over the top of long defenders.
Offensive foul. It's on the first. Schroeder. It's also over to Mobley. Mobley battling inside. Mobley flips it up and in.
His footing underneath with a lot of small guys around him. Scores over the top.
He had 23 and 9 in game 5. Shead in the teeth of the defense, flicks it up, won't drop. Mobley. Mitchell. Attack mode. Step back over Walter. Rims out. And a foul.
It's Shead. Good sign for him, knocking one down early.
Shead, his second year, having some solid moments so far in the postseason for Toronto. Harden couldn't put it in, got it back, and got it. And Harden appreciates that. They just didn't get the guy who retaliated. They got the initial action. Here's Barrett working on Struz. Step through, dump off, Barnes!
Shead. Good sign for him, knocking one down early.
Shead, his second year, having some solid moments so far in the postseason for Toronto. Harden couldn't put it in, got it back, and got it. And Harden appreciates that. They just didn't get the guy who retaliated. They got the initial action. Here's Barrett working on Struz. Step through, dump off, Barnes! For the first 12 minutes, second quarter underway. Michael Grady, Brent Barry, Christina Pink, and this is Scotty Barnes. Going at Tyson here in a crowd, and still
tried to get Scotty to bury Tyson down there on the block, was able to do so and score. And Shead was picking up his third.
At the moment, Shead is staying out there. Mitchell knifing down the lane, stops, pump fake, high off the window, won't go. Barnes. Barnes pull up over Bryant, left it short, back tap alive. Mamukelashvili making the play. Barnes out to Barrett for 3.
Out by Mamu. RJ steps into the gap at the top of the key, gets found by Barnes, and another 3-ball.
Mobley, no. Barnes backing down Mitchell. Mobley lurking. Shead for 3. Off the mark. Irvin Mitchell trying to explain to Barrett that he initiated the contact with his shoulder. Barrett now talking to the second row of the coaches, wondering why they didn't challenge there. Mitchell ahead of the pack, tried to dump it off. Mamukelashvili thought it was a kick ball. Mitchell for 3, no good, and lose.
Position play, then ran all the way back to get involved in the defensive rebound. So great hustle.
Shead Lost it out of bounds.
Also, the other thing, Kenny's got to try to pick and choose here. Darko putting Shed on Tyson, so he's out of the action as a spot up three. See if they can include him, which they do here.
Tyson put it up and off, and it's an offensive for a hostile act.
Taking a collective breath, though, about that whistle going.
Yes.
I'm wondering if
on that last play, that hit from Jalen Tyson on Jamal Shed. Instead, it was a challenge by the Cavaliers. They thought Shed before he went up for the shot.
But Grady, then it's the loss of the ability to challenge Cleveland so early. Fascinating call. And I know more just the landing zone for Tyson on that play.
A lot of respect for Kenny Atkinson for Shed's defensive ability. As Mobley not been successful, it would have been 4 fouls on Jamal Shed.
On a pin down as Battle was trying to work out of the corner. And this game is, I mean, it is playoff basketball for sure. There's not 4 feet that you can move without a forearm or somebody on top of you.
Battle with the tears. Toronto 39, Cleveland 35. Tyson for 3, good.
Yeah, you got to do that. You got to punt it. We'll talk more about that later, but that first pass out, be aggressive. Tyson nails the 3.
Tyson was 4th in three-point percentage during the regular season. And
role player for Kenny Atkinson.
On Sunday, May 24th, NASCAR on Prime. And 7 assists already. Harden. Toss out, Tyson, 3 more. Can't hit. Pirtle the box out. Doing a little bit of everything so far. Pirtle blocked at the rim. Harden now. Penetrating. Toss out. Pirtle the deflection. Mamu Kalashvili off to the races. Dump off to Walter. No good. But the foul.
Kobe back to the free throw line.
This is already in this one, which has led to make it now 9 points for the
game. They've been held down to 13, but so far in this game, they've gotten to that identity in the first half.
Tyson tried to dump it off, turned it over. Right on cue. Barnes, it's a 4-on-2. Dump off, CMB with the off the miss. Here's Barnes the other way, spinning out of trouble. Barnes of the night.
Scotty Barnes in fight.
And the defense on Harden. Crowd on their feet here at Scotiabank Arena. Barnes hounding Harden. This is Tyson, the fadeaway. Oh,
the fire here in the first half.
Colin Murray-Boyles. And threw it right to the first row.
4th, put CMB in the big category with Pirtle out there.
Merrill. Navigating traffic, leaves it for Tyson. Tyson, nice first step. Dump off to Allen. Allen uses the glass.
2 buckets, but not easy buckets there, Grady. The Tyson fade and then Jared Allen collecting over Jakob Pirtle.
Pirtle. Toss over to CMB. Battle flicks the wrist. No. Battle 2 for 4 so far. Allen inside is fouled. Set the check back in for Toronto. CMB. Gonna go at Allen here. Turns inside, double block. Got it back. Can't hit. And
we'll see if the result from the referees is a repeatable call.
5:16 to go.
Winner Donovan Mitchell and James Harden, who have combined for 9 points in this half, going to start to begin to put their stamp on this game.
Good ball movement. Strus for 3. Off the front iron, Wade, the offensive board.
During the momentum that Toronto had built up after the huge Scotty Barnes dunk, they've come back with some tough hoops of their own.
Walter in the corner for three. (50-45). Blue Birds from James Harden on the move through contact. The Raptors hope. Barnes back out there on the floor for Toronto. Shot clock to 4. Barnes with the left, didn't have the angle. 9 points, 7 boards off the bench so far in this series. He's going to have to play heavy minutes in this ball game.
It just felt like after game 5, he had some touches in the fourth quarter. He didn't get their offense going, and he does so many great things in the short roll. You can see the Raptors stepping up in this series, and none greater than what CMB has done from getting the ball, passing the ball, defending at the rim. It's been pretty awesome.
Raptors by 5. Mitchell looking to go to work, spinning in the lane and connecting. Barnes on an island with Mitchell, sets up Barrett. Good!